Okay, we're good. All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Concordia University's Force-Space. Thank you for joining us for today's event, Interdisciplinary AI Forum, a digital poster and networking event. Now, just to help situate you, we are streaming to YouTube and we're live from Force-Space. And we're also located on unceded Indigenous lands in Tiohtià:ke, Montreal. Here at Force-Space, we work with our university community to help mobilize knowledge, co-create daily activities that examine research questions, projects, things in development across the university. And running today's event is a live stream Zoom meeting. So everyone joining us there, if you have any questions, comments, that's amazing. Just pop them into the chat and we'll get those to the presenters. For those of you in the space, well, you know what you're doing. You're coming up one by one. That's the most important part. And that's enough for me, honestly. With that, it's my pleasure to hand it over to the advisor, Knowledge Mobilization at the Applied AI Institute, Lindsay Rogers. Lindsay, it's always great to have you. Welcome back.
Thank you. And thanks to everyone for coming. We're really excited about this event. It's a really important event for the Institute because it gives us an opportunity to showcase the research that's happening across Concordia. It's in line with our guiding principles to support distributed research, interdisciplinary research. And to that end, we have a few initiatives like different funding programs and grant writing support. So check out our website and subscribe to our newsletter for more information on that. And today we have 9 presenters who will just come up. They'll be asked a couple of questions. What's the research question? Why is the research important in 2024? And then we'll move on to kind of more traditional poster sessions. So enjoy. Thanks for coming.
Okay, first up, we're going to have Adam Graves. Adam. Give us a sec, Adam. We're going to adjust the camera for you.
That's great. Am I far enough away from the microphone or not too close? Good to go?
A little closer would be good. Yeah, that's fine.
Good to go? Excellent. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name's Adam Graves. I am a first-year PhD student working with Ray Mansbach and Yiming Xiao at physics and computer science, respectively. I am particularly interested in using methods from information theory to examine how we can better quantify how well certain machine learning models perform. I suppose I'm supposed to use the second half of this introduction to state why this is important to me, aside from the fact that the math is just fascinating. That's because my group, primarily with Ray Mansbach, is interested in small molecule design for new therapeutics, with an eye specifically towards molecules that can help fight antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This is important to me because it's a massive global health problem, and more so because I've personally know quite a few people who've had to fight off antibiotic-resistant bacteria and other various things, and it's not been particularly fun, and I would really like to be a part of the process that helps make people get better quicker, for lack of a better term. Apologies, this is a bit brief. I think that is my brief spiel.
Thanks, Adam. Next up, we have Sarah Grant.
Hello there. So I'm Sarah Grant. I'm a research assistant on a team that is examining PropTech in Montreal. So our research question is twofold. The first question is, how is black box algorithmic decision-making exacerbating Montreal's housing crisis? The second question is, are these systems producing discriminatory effects? This research is very important in 2024. Montreal is emerging as a hub for the development and use of PropTech. In more mature PropTech markets, such as the US, rent-setting algorithms and tenant screening apps have been critiqued for driving up the cost of housing and reinforcing racial discrimination. We are also seeing a potential link between these types of opaque systems and municipal property valuation calculations. This can affect both property owners and tenants in the form of tax increases. We are a multidisciplinary team with expertise in critical media studies, sociology, computer science, and data science. Our goal is to expose the data loops and relays within the real estate data ecosystem. These often work behind the scenes in opaque ways. Uncovering this will lead to a better understanding of the socio-technical assemblage that is contributing to the worsening of housing affordability in Montreal. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Next up, we have Catlyn Far. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the perfect pronunciation of Hungarian name. Okay, let's imagine your life communicating with a virtual assistant, a chatbot to shape your everyday routines, to figure out what is your political interest, what can be your healthcare service, or what can be your intimacy. I'm Catlyn Far, and I'm a visiting scholar at Concordia University Applied AI Applied AI Institute, and I'm coming from Hungary. My host institute is here. Home institute is in Hungary, Ludovica UPS, and I'm working here under the grant of the European Union Horizon NGI. So why I started with this example at the very beginning? Because everybody can understand what's happening with the AI responsibility or responsible AI, trusted AI, by communication and media services. And this way, we need to understand the future direction of this kind of services and to shape these services. So what we are doing future foresight research and focusing on different kind of trusted models, scenario planning with different kind of methods like backcasting or horizon scanning. What is our research question? Our research question is, how can we build a responsible AI for the next decade? It's a bit far from us, but we need to understand the future signals and we need to consult it with top experts in this field. So our flagship project is at Concordia Applied AI Institute is to work with top experts, building a knowledge hub, and working with them to understand the fine-tuning options for the future AI services. I have parallel research studies in this field, for example, in generative AI, AI-driven media, and sustainable AI. So the question is, how can we shape this kind of direction to reach a desired future by responsible AI? If you want to make some impact in this field, reach me out, please, and thank you for having me.
Thanks, Catlyn. Next up, we have Miguel Dayo Hoyos Ruiz.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So I'm a second-year PhD student from Jena Coady School of Engineering. Our team is studying the omnichannel retailing. One part of the team is creating predictive models to better understand how the demands interact. But we are looking or more interested in the part of the retailer. How can he meet the demand? So, for example, after COVID, Amazon reported an increase of 200% in its profits. And so and with the surge of new technologies, customers are expecting to buy from using any channel like WhatsApp, Facebook, social media in general. They want to buy anything and return it without or hassle-free. So in such a dynamic environment, we are asking ourselves, how can a retailer select the facilities from which to fulfill the demand, and how can he manage its inventory? So this is part of a prescriptive model that will complement the predictive one the other part of the team is working on. So for that, we are developing a bi-level model that in the first stage will consider the decisions of the retailer, so from which facilities to fulfill the order, the demands. And in the second stage, we will consider the decisions made by the customers. So given that they have several channels and options to buy and return, what is the channel and facility that they will select? And that's our research. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Faeel Shanib.
Hello, can you hear me well? Okay, so yes, my name is Faeel Shanib. I am a PhD candidate at the Indy program here at Concordia. So I'm taking a multidisciplinary approach to the question of waste management and digitization. So we've called our research project openwaste.ai. We put a lot of buzzwords in there, jammed them in. But we are actually trying to understand something that currently isn't being studied. That was really my motivation, was seeing this trend in digitization of waste management, the sector that was really slow to adopt new technologies, and now promising certain benefits with these new tech. So that was sort of my inspiration. I'm answering this question in reverse. So what are we studying is really, does this technology actually help in this sector? And particularly at the community scale is what we're looking at. So we'll see wireless sensors and robotics and different AI technologies being used in material sorting facilities for waste. So sort of a way, but where we're kind of excited about the opportunity is where you and I think about waste management more often is every day you consume. Amazon sales are going through the roof. That means we're throwing out more stuff, right? So what happens with this material? Are we doing a good job of it? And can this technology actually help us sort our waste better is one of the promises, maybe even recycle it locally better, nudge us to consume differently. So our goal is to actually implement our own open source software and technology in communities to test whether this can help, or maybe it's going to harm more than it will help. Maybe the tech layer that we're going to be adding on to these old facilities will actually cause more harm than the benefit it purports to bring. So that's the fundamental question. The practical application is a mobile app, that you can use to help you detect what you're throwing away and give you sorting instructions. Smart bin that we're partnering with a vendor to integrate this computer vision technology into. We're working with the local reuse center here at Concordia called Concordia University Center for Creative Reuse to try to implement a recommender system, right? Just like you're getting nudged to be inspired to buy more, what if you got nudged to be inspired to reuse more? So looking at some of these things in reverse, but also the fundamental question of whether this tech would help without policy in the background to support the way we change, the way we consume to change in the right direction, right? Currently, we only divert around 19% of our waste globally, and we're definitely producing more and more stuff. So we're heading in the wrong track, and the tech alone might not help. So that's in a nutshell what we're aiming to do with multi-sector partners. I'm happy to chat more later.
Thanks, Faeel. Next up, we have Skander Shushen.
Hey everybody, hey. So my name is Catlyn Far. I'm a second-year master's student, and I'm going to present like a project of projects that is within our lab. So basically, machine learning methods have definitely proven useful in the context of smart buildings. So for tasks like occupancy estimation or energy disaggregation, however, having to compile a large data set is actually very tedious and can cause some privacy issues. And so we have preferred in the past to work with unsupervised methods so that we circumvent this problem, but also to kind of simulate a real world scenario where there is definitely a lack of labeled data. However, the state-of-the-art methods in unsupervised learning are very, very complex, and with the complexity comes a layer of unexplainability, and everybody here loves to use the term black box. However, we don't want to explain something that is unexplainable. So what we're focusing on in our research is basically try to use methods that are already explainable and try to, let's say, adapt them bit by bit to the tasks at hand in the context of smart buildings. So basically how we do that is first, number one is by focusing on pre-modeling explainable AI, as I said, so taking models that are actually explainable, a bit simpler, but more adapted to the task. And then we want to add a layer actually of interactive learning. So put the user feedback in the mechanism of the model work so that it works on top of the model itself, but we also have to find a strategy to synergize both of these. And also we want to develop metrics to measure this performance in a meaningful way. So the research question is, how do we adapt explainable AI in a smart building context through both explainability and interactivity with users, but most importantly, how to synergize these two. And why is this important? Because we want to have buildings that are actually self-aware and able to optimize their own consumption. However, we don't want people to live in houses that are ruled by things that they cannot explain. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Andres Salas.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andres Salas. I'm a student at the humanities program, PhD candidate. I am interested in the relationship between emerging technologies, such as artificial intelligence and rare earth elements, and the mining of these materials. For this, I looked at niobium, which is a superconductor, and it's a key component in any compound that deals with superconductivity. And superconductivity, it's needed for AI, not only for developing better chips, but also for the energy that these systems are going to need to operate and to cool down. So fusion power, it's the future of some of these systems. And for this, niobium-based magnets are needed. And the new chips, quantum chips that are being developed right now use niobium. So for this, I'm going deep into the mining and the use of this specific element in the industry. Thank you.
Thanks, Andres. Next up, we have Ahmed Rebay.
Hello.
Hi.
So my name is Ahmed. I'm with the AI Institute, Applied AI Institute in Concordia, AI adoption team. I'm the data scientist. And yeah, I'll be presenting today a project that we've been working in collaboration with the Ministry of the Employment and Social Solidarity. That's the name. And recently, there's more and more interest in applying AI to automate processes in the public administration. And today, this is one of the projects we're working on. So basically, what's happening right now in this collaboration, that the process of analyzing documents is being done manually. So the process of analyzing collective agreements, which are legal documents between unions and companies, and within the ministry, they're trying to extract meaningful information about holidays, compensations of the employers, and this is done manually right now, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a huge effort in training the analysts that are doing this. And our main objective is to automate this process. So we're trying to use natural language processing techniques to first process the documents, try to extract the text between that we have in the collective agreements in a particular format that is useful for the for computers, and we extract data from the grids that the ministry is using right now, where we're going to fill these information. So after getting the data, and we're trying to build language models that leverage semantic similarity. So basically, we're trying to find particular informations where the model is trying to understand the different parts of the text. And we're doing that in two phases. So first, instead of the analyst manually reading the document, we'll go through the document automatically and try to find the different sections that talk about different variables, like the number of days for holidays, the compensation, other useful information. And then we try to understand those parts of the text to extract the information that we need. So instead of an analyst trying to fill the document manually after reading the collective agreements, we try to do that automatically, and this will have like a huge impact in processing time and in the effort being used to train a new analyst every single time the ministry try to make the team bigger. So the results that we're having right now are preliminary, but we focused on a few sections and from those grids, and yeah. So the AI model that we're training right now is have promising results, and we hope to continue working on the project. Thank you.
Thanks, Ahmed. And our last presenter of the day, Francois Lépinasse. Francois?
Yes, Lespinasse, actually.
Lespinasse, désolé.
No problem. I'll be quick. My name is Francois Lespinasse. I'm an PhD student from the Individualized program. I'm working with David Owls, who is here. And I'll be straight to the point. I have a verbatim for you. Come and see me at my posters right here. So the recent surge in AI has led to both exciting innovations and growing concerns. For example, Yoshua Bengio, a leading AI researcher from Montreal, who you may all know, has expressed regrets over his life work on global television networks just last year. This has rationalized, for better or worse, the fear that some system may one day go rogue. For us, this highlights the importance of encouraging both creative and socially responsible direction in this field. Our working group, the Sensorium Collaboratory, a space for sensorial encounters between disciplines, is exploring the following question: can research creation practices inform AI development at scale? In fact, we believe that it would be beneficial for all to allow the public itself to audit state-of-the-art systems through ludic and embodied experiences. Our transdisciplinary approach, combining sensory ethnography, studio and performance arts, creative ritualization, as well as neuro AI technology, aims to transcend settled ways of being with these technologies in the world. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I don't know if there are any last words. If not, I can provide some. Lindsay? No? You're good? All right. Okay, well, I just wanted to thank everyone, of course, for coming in, and also just the impossible task of distilling your projects into 1 or 2 minutes. So thank you for that. For those of you online, we have a bit of an audience in Zoom, so I'm going to throw a little curveball here at the last minute. We're going to be closing the live stream to YouTube now. I'll leave the Zoom open, however, so if there are questions from people on Zoom right now, put them into the chat, and maybe we'll invite people up to the camera spot to answer them if that happens. Anyway, at the same time, we're going to transition from now into the poster session. We'll switch these screens over to show 3 posters on either one, and then 3 in the space. And we invite the poster presenters to, stand near their posters, and then we can have kind of a question and answer moment there, and some networking in there. I believe there's some snacks. That's enough for me again. Okay, thank you.